Okay. That should be good. Let me make sure I actually have. Looks good. See volume picked up. Huh. Okay. So if I talk down, I think some things may not be getting picked up. I apologize if anybody catching the beginning of this probably has the mic cut off a bit in and out because I'm speaking under my breath. I just woke up like maybe 5 minutes ago, maybe a little bit longer. Passage of time hasn't crept into my brain yet. It's overslept. I expected to be awake like an hour ago. But here we are, and our lovely, lovely Boulder Shoot Icicle Impaler combo won the poll that I put up on the community page. So what we're going to do is we're going to run some games where we are playing with the Icicle Impaler and the Boulder Shoot, because a lot of people wanted to see how those particular trap combinations paired out. And so the first thing I'm going to do while I'm here is to go ahead and get rid of that, because I don't have time for sabotage right now. So I apologize, I haven't completely gone through my morning routine, so I'm still a little groggy. Okay. What else is where we want to go? Now we don't need so many banquets anymore. I don't really need so many endless. Let's get rid of this. Oh. Chutesicles. There we go. Alright, so I like to be firewall bracers. Don't go anywhere without them. I'm not sure exactly which characters I'm going to be playing with, but the Mage's Clover is always a good idea. Ring of Storms for people that might be a little more secure with their mana usage. And for me, mainstay Guardians are probably going to be Priest and Stable Hand, so you can choose whoever you like. So the traps of the hour are going to be... Where are they? I remember what they look like. Right? Maybe? There's one. That's the wrong way to... Yeah, there we go. Okay, so we got the Boulder Shoot and the Icicle Impaler. We're always going to have Viscous Tar or regular tar in there somewhere. Now for these traps, crowd control is going to be imperative, so you're going to want somebody that has the ability to slow and also fire at great distances. Infinite distances if possible. You're not going to want to use a ton of other ceiling traps because they'll take up the majority of the space that you're looking for. Being said, what else do we actually want to set up here? We can do floor scorchies. I want one more trap, and then we can probably do something like a BGH Ballista. What's that trap be though? Let's do a steam vent, why not? Alright, so for the most part that's going to be it. Now, with the use of boulder chutes and icicle traps, they are going to be greatly improved, or basically only usable if you have ranged attacks. That means that we're going to be playing ranged heroes for the most part, so Feeling Fierce is probably going to be our stock diamond trait. Hey, what's going on? Time for Deep. Dope. I'm actually wondering whether or not we pronounce that O with the slash through it the same way, or which way specifically we pronounce it in English right now. Don't mind me. I'm very, very groggy. Woke up not too long ago. But I did say I was doing an Orc stream today. By gum, I'm gonna do it. Hey, what's happening, Legendary Master? Yeah, generally, am not streaming Orcs on the weekdays, mostly because there's not a lot of people that are going to be there at the streams, and the weekends are probably when most people would show up. So I figured that's the best days for feedback. Man, do you still have that audio pop in the launcher? My ears are extremely sensitive, and I use like studio headphones that make sounds extremely loud, even if I have my PC on like the lowest of volumes, and that hurts every time. Okay, what am I actually looking for here? I'm not quite awake yet, so. Alright, two good choices always for the diamond slot, regardless of whether or not you need healing. Are going to be Respect My Authority, and this is if you're playing any sort of crowd control heavy hero. It increases the duration of any crowd control abilities. That means roots, stuns, all of that good stuff boosted, and it increases your max HP a bit, so it's a tiny bit of survivability and a whole lot of lockdown. If you're playing a team of 3, this is probably one of the biggest traits that you can take together. But we're going wall building because I'm lazy. Alright, and most of our damage is probably going to be coming from boulder chutes and icicle traps. Boulder chutes should cost 0, if I remember correctly, and most of the other traps won't cost much either. The only trap we can actually affect as far as damage goes, well, there's 3, 4 actually. We can lower the cost of the icicle impaler, but it's got limited placement cost, so no point. There's the Floor Scorcher, which is probably a fan favorite of mine, so that's always a good choice. And then if we wanted to, these 2 traps, the Steam Vents and the Big Game Hunting Ballista, count as physical, so you can do that. Okay. So that's going to be Chutesicles. We got that all created. I'm probably going to sound like the loopiest I've ever sounded like because I'm weak and still groggy, but I'm okay with that. You guys okay with that? We'll find out. So now the question is, we have our loadout, our deck, our Trapstastic Menagerie of Tools. Where are we going to play? Oh yeah, and I got Paging Dr. Love, which was the last trait that I actually did not have in the game. I figured it would take a while to get, but it literally dropped the last time I played Orcs. So that was cool. Although I hear it has some very inconsistent uses. I'll have to give it a shot sometime, test it out. Assuming somebody else already hasn't, because I haven't really looked it up. I got a weekly, we can't really use anything. Inferiority Complex isn't really interesting either. It's just stand back and spam ranged attacks. Whatever ranged attacks the melee characters they force you to play have. Okay, a good place to probably give this a shot would be the baths. There's not a lot of ceiling to deal with immediately, but there are some places that you can give it a shot. I won't par or anything if I do it there though. I guess, alright, so it's a good time to talk about exactly what's possible when you're using primarily boulder shoots for your DPS or trap setups. And that's, you're gonna need a lot of, it works best on single lane maps. So you need a map that you can play where everything is going to be in a certain place, but also you're not gonna have to worry about things spreading out, because really you don't have the option of using boulder shoots or icicle traps without ceilings, and that's one of the main limiters to those traps being at all effective, which really sucks. But let's go to the castle gates. So ranged heroes are probably going to be the flavor of the day. Who have I beat castle gates with, and who haven't I? Cygnus is okay. Like projectile heroes are good, but projectiles move slowly, so they're not going to work as good. You want somebody that has kind of zappy attacks. Hit scan is the actual term I'm looking for, but I don't bring good right now. No, not Tundi. Where is Chutesicles? Chutesicles, there we go. Alright. And hopefully, I'm not getting cut off or anything. If you guys feel like the sound is weird, or like you can't hear me for whatever reason, feel free to just type it in the chat. I can't monitor like pre-production audio and then post-production audio at the same time, unfortunately. So if there's anything that sounds weird, yeah, just let me know. I can tweak things on the fly, but I can't like monitor both until after the stream's over.
Never fear, a competent sorceress is here.
Oh man, this skin looks like really badass with the legendary color. That's pretty cool. I don't remember when I got Gabriella's legendary color, but yeah, that looks pretty cool. Wow. I like this. Oh, that's a trap I forgot. Alright. We're gonna exit this real quick. I didn't bring any barricades. Told you I'm tired. Did not wake up completely yet. That was very evident as soon as I got into that map. Oh, and I just tried to report myself. That's not working either. Okay. Go back to this loadout. There we go. Had to load out. Okay, so they're staying. Great Walls, where are you? There we go. Hibiscus. Alright, we'll drop the steam in. That gets saved for another thingy. Blue Scorcher, and I'll put this back here. There we go. Now we can go to the castle gates and actually feel like we have a chance. So we did Evil Ways, put that on us. Chutesicles. Alright, here we go.
have arrived.
Okay.
Lovely.
That light just flashed at me. Oh, no problem, dude. Go ahead and play up all the Assassin's Creed Odyssey you want. You seem like you're enjoying the crap out of that game, which is great.
Maximilian would never have thought of this.
Okay.
I love this trap.
Ah, these stupid angled ceilings. Actually, these ones don't even let you put stuff up there. No, that's right.
Traps keep my hands from getting dirty during this killing business.
Okay.
The enemy has opened a minion portal.
So this should actually be a really hard map for Gabriella, because she has nothing that works well here. As far as enemies go...
Oh, this will be fun. That's the spot.
Gonna try to get shoot nasty around there. You can do like one more right here. I have to sell those once this is all over. As if headshots actually mattered. Whoops. Nope, can't shoot from there. Oh, I hate you, rock, earthy douchebags.
That will help.
Alright.
The master taught me well. Playtime.
Wait, no, get back here. Alright, whatever. Just run toward my rift like a bum. He brought his mongrels back. Gonna need you to go somewhere and die, buddy. There we go. No mongrels here. Okay. They're all coming now. I'm gonna set up Devious Allure.
Our enemies, they're breaking through again!
This one is my favorite. Those minions won't know what hit them. This will give them what they deserve.
They've broken through a gate!
Nobody's coming through there.
That's good, don't you think? Yes, that will
Wait, what are you doing over here? Get out. Alright, everybody's gonna have to back up. Yeah, count levels do a very significant amount of bonus damage in this game, which a lot of people don't understand, but is important
Traps
too.
are being disabled!
Traps are too high. Ooh. I guess that part's also nice. Right clicking with Gabriella to activate traps is a good move. Okay. Today you die, Rooted. I kept my promise. He died. Okay. Can't really disable anything I don't have set up, so don't have to worry about anything down there. Those are explodey dudes, though. They're coming out of the center. Where are they gonna go? Oh no, I should be back up there. Alright, we're gonna add you. Come back up here.
Are under attack.
Once the conga line gets around the corner, it's a good idea to just activate your icicles. You can see the icicles literally dropping from above the roof. Yeah, like at level 50, whoa, that hurts. I'm gonna do the teleporty thing to get some life back. Pull down a kinetic pulse. Oh no.
Enemies incoming. They've broken through on another front.
I do love my toys. Playtime! I love this trap. There. That's good, don't you think?
They've broken through a gate.
Yeah, broken through the gate. Kaboom. That was a weak kaboom. Oh man. That water dragon was going through it though. Yeah, that's what I think of your armor bears. Take this evil staff to the face. Retaliate is probably my favorite ability for Gabriella, but it's also bad.
The boss minion has entered the battlefield.
Alright, gonna take enthralled.
Excellent upgrade.
No. Literally, this would be 2 strings back to back if this happens again.
I've got an illusion. Guess again.
Tell me this dude is not secretly just like chilling in the background.
The enemy's boss is down.
Alright, guess it's time to set the other ones of these up.
Oh, this will be fun.
Alright, cool, he came out. Crisis averted. Eat rocks. As opposed to kicking them. Are you literally going to walk just out of range of my rock trap? That's rude.
Yes, that will do nicely.
I quit my post only when
Maximilian would never have thought of this.
Alright, that's going to be all my dangly bits. I probably need to move that icicle trap. It's not going to be as useful, I'll find, I'm sure.
I guard
The
the rear.
master taught me well.
Whoa.
Our barricades are under attack.
Okay. Stop attacking my barricades and me, please.
Only when properly
We're peace-loving war mages. Need you to get those violent tendencies out of here. Thank you.
they will not reach the rear.
A boss is on its way. Boss minion.
Expertly placed. This will give them what they deserve.
Look at that boss thinking it had a chance.
The enemy's boss is dead.
Whee. Alright, here he comes. Here he comes. Boop.
Oh, did that hurt? Good.
The
And
boss
there's all the
minion has
boss's
been
life.
taken down.
They will not have
Alright, boop, boop. Lots of damages, and then boom. More damages. Oh no, get back here. Little run. No runs in my rift. No runs in my rift. Alright, I told you that already. Stop trying. Okay. It's a very cheap setup. There's really not much I can do to spend more coin. Except put up more floor scorchers. Which isn't a bad idea, but...
Traps keep my hands dirty during this killing business.
I guess that works.
Lovely.
Alright, Buggy Bear, what's happening, buddy? No, calm down.
Chip time! Knowledge is power!
You know, I do have to say, if Robot wanted to nominate anybody to run like a marathon, the Buggy Bear would probably be the best guy to do it. I mean, he's a track star. He's just running all over the place.
Intruder.
Yeah, bosses aren't supposed to last long. Like, if the boss has a significant amount of life and you can't destroy him, it's either because, oh no. Pew pew.
Boss minion defeated.
So if I was lower level, I basically would have walked up and just posed on him, and he would have stopped. Because that's why you buy Devious. That's why you buff Devious Allure with Gabriella, specifically just to deal with bosses. You can never get it to work on Earth Elementals, but everything else is pretty much fair game. Kind of wish this map had more ceiling. Like, I want this other icicle trap to matter,
They will not reach.
but I don't really have the space to set it up.
An unstable rift is opening. Get to it and destroy it.
Good job, Unstable Rift.
I was more incredible every moment.
Poof. There we go. Stacking that good damage. Oh man, that is a lot of bears. You know what? I'll chill out for a second.
Rapid arcane fire.
He's lucky I couldn't see him. Boop. Wait, there's more? Oh no, okay. I was kind of confused for a second. Like, that definitely should have been the last guy.
Where, intruder?
Made it to the final wave.
Those minions won't know what hit them. This one is my favorite.
Our barricades are under attack.
And this
They've
guy,
destroyed our
you can
barricades.
kind of do that to him too. Oh, not today. All right. They like to blow this up on the last wave, thinking that they actually have a chance. They don't, but it doesn't hurt to believe sometimes.
A good plan executed violently.
Too late for the icicles. Wow, their bodies are blocking the shots, even though it doesn't look like I'm shooting at them. Must have some really blocky shoulder boxes.
They work thanks to me.
I wish boulder traps would have cost 0 when I originally started playing this game. Those are actually pretty good. At 0 cost, that would have made it a very attractive trap. Alright. Where else can we go and exploit the crap out of some ceilings? Restricted section is meh. There's not actually too many ceilings that work out too well. You can force the enemies to pass through some ceilings really good though. But that's really a wall heavy trap area. Midnight Market, I could force everybody to go left. Let's do Midnight Market. I don't think have I done this with Gabby? I'm not sure. I wonder what legendary dragon skin looks like. Legendary Skull Ninja. Yeah, let's do that. Alright. Chutesicles. Here we go.
Time to use my charms.
Alright, we're in. They got fireworks going off in the background. It's just a very pretty stage. Like the colors, the actual fireworks barrels just laying around. Pretty nice.
Yes, that will do nicely.
I could probably just toss all my money into barricades and stuff early because I don't have anything else to worry about here.
Traps keep my hands from getting dirty during this killing business. The master taught me well.
You probably want the crowd
This will
control
give them what
stuff
they deserve.
the closest to where the rift is.
Expertly placed.
Put the regular damage
I love
in,
this trap.
I guess before or after that. You leave this guy here, which will make it very beneficial if anything groups up around him. We can't put any sort of actual ground traps in here though.
Favorite.
But that little half space that's here and here actually lets us put
quit
in
my post only when properly relieved.
some BGH ballistas too. So everything's literally going to try to charge this way.
Has opened a minion portal.
Let's see if we can prevent that from happening. Politely.
They've broken through a gate!
Steamroll to, okay. Go for the extra attack speed. Whoa. What is that? Ah, that was my fault. I didn't see it. I thought that was over, but he must have fumbled past me.
Vermillion would never have thought of this.
Ooh, this feels like I'm actually waking up now, though. Alright.
don't you think?
Okay, there was actually nothing that time. That's good.
Enemies are attacking on another front.
Now there's the possibility that things may actually try to go this way. So I will need to try to get my coin up to block that off.
I have more incredible evidence.
They've broken through a gate.
Nope.
Watch out! An unstable rift is opening. Get
This
to
is
it and
extra
destroy
bad.
it.
You have to come up that one angled area though. Let's see how they do it. Not well. Alright. Is everybody literally just gonna try to come up this way? There we go.
The unstable rift was not destroyed. Enemy minions incoming.
Good.
They will not reach the rift.
That was literally just a bunch of firelings. But they got wrecked. The legendary Skuldage outfit is just blue and gold. I guess it looks more ninja? I don't know. I wonder if you can set up ice shards over here. You know what? These BGH ballista, and where I set them up, actually block the shots to the other things I have going on here. Ooh, that is dangerous. So we're gonna move those. And I guess we could just put them in here.
Playtime.
This side, that won't block the shots.
A wise
Increase
choice.
the Devious Allure.
Our enemies, they're breaking through again.
What I'm really worried about is what's gonna happen over here. Fire Ogre should just dance around
They've
and
broken through a gate.
ultimately never actually try to go up this way. Guess I should actually try to prevent the unstable rifts from opening up again.
Arcane power.
All right.
Overwhelming.
Boom. It's kind of scary how viable this is. I mean, I wouldn't want to do this on Endless just because it's the opportunity to lose DPS if your shots get blocked is like far too high. But for a regular game, like you could literally just have somebody come spray these and then it's like boom, damage everywhere. Kind of like that. And then reactivate everything. And then, when you want everybody to just chill out for a second, do that. Alright, he didn't get his chill pill notification, that's fine.
I love it.
Beware, intruder. I guard the reef.
Perfect fit.
Oh, I can do that. That works.
The unstable rift is opening. Quick, destroy it.
Whoa.
Being good's not all bad.
Hey, what's going on, Bahamut? Having the same issue with these. I don't want them directly in front of traps that I want to shoot at. So, should probably have them all stuck
That's a
back
seal
here.
trap, sweetie. Those minions won't know what hit them.
Fine, just loot everything with
This will
ceiling
be
traps.
fun.
Extra commandments. Have everything just go crazy.
Get me out of here before I die.
No dying today.
A guardian has fallen.
Oh noes. Oh wait, I don't have the buff yet. Ooh, that was close. No you don't. Sneaky made you. Boop.
Howdy, y'all. They will not reach the rift.
That's the spot.
You do not belong here.
Uh-oh. Oh, they're going behind. Yep, that's another one in. Nope, you slow down.
Die, my little purple sparks.
Why does it look like they're rift rushing? Maybe just because they're ogres? Okay, so runners are pretty hard to deal with this. You would need something a bit more granular to take them out that's going to deal damage while they're trying to run by. It could be something like a smolder.
I'm just an illusion. Yes, again.
Anybody running through the center is basically a leaper. Probably water dragons in this case. Alright. But this is another situation where kinetic pulse basically wrecks 100% of things. These are very kinetic pulse friendly kill box traps.
An unstable rift is opening. Destroy it.
Did it literally die before I could actually see it on the map? That's amazing. This right here is pretty much what Gabriella's good at, just stalling enemies in one place, making them feel like they're wasting their life.
They've summoned a boss minion. This is the final wave.
Will not pass.
Commander Tower still has the path. Good luck getting past that ballista nest. He's gonna need it. It's also not gonna work. He's very dead.
They will not reach the...
The boss minion is down.
You will pay for this.
Sometimes my power surprises even me.
That right there is the biggest weakness of the ceiling traps. If you guys couldn't see it, this little path between where they are placed is basically completely safe. Especially for lighter enemies.
There's nothing that could stop us.
3 stars. Alright, now that's 2 of the Wuxing maps. Where are we gonna go next? Could do Eventide. Don't want to do Krogan. Academy Sewers. Let's go there. Oh, you're busy and very sad. Well, I hope everything works out with the being busy part and you get that taken care of. And I definitely hope you don't stay sad. It's not a good feeling. Keep it Halloweeny. Let's go with Frightfully Delightful. All right. All right.
I'll lead us to victory.
That is a very red outfit. Not much I can actually do here.
Lovely. This will give them what they deserve. Yes, that will do nicely. I love this trap. There. That's good.
Whoa.
At least death becomes me.
I realized that was probably going to happen after I started moving in that direction.
An unfortunate turn of events.
This is what happens when you start streams before you actually wake up.
The master taught me well.
This is also a really nice place to have some of these set up.
Expertly placed. Those minions won't know what hit them. Maximilian would never have thought of this. This one is my favorite.
Alright, so we're kind of prepared. And that's thanks mostly in part to the inexpensiveness of these ceiling chutes. Icicles, shoots,
Playtime.
healing things. Okay.
Ooh, this
And the
will
fact
be
that
fun.
web spinners are really inexpensive slows. They're not the strongest slows in the world,
Enemy has
but they're
opened
cheap.
a minion portal.
But now when the other side opens up, I won't be like, oh no, do I have the coin? And the answer is no, I don't have the coin, but these traps are super cheap.
Like bad, but that's so good.
Alright, come on, Polish. Polishing those wand knobs.
That was a close one.
Okay.
Traps
A little
keep
bit
my
of
hands
this.
from getting dirty during this killing business.
And whoop.
Get me out of here before I die.
Whoa.
Ow! It's been a while since I heard this much. You missed.
The enemy army is attacking
It
on
is
another
1:35 p.m. here.
That's the spot. A perfect fit.
front. They've broken through a gate.
Oh, that is a pretty big problem with the setup.
Time.
They're going to be at the rift in just a moment, and I'm going to lose points. Yep.
Enemies at the rift.
Alright, so maybe this doesn't work as well here.
The rift has been compromised.
You have to watch this a lot more than I initially anticipated. I forgot about the double waves, and I haven't set up any ground traps anywhere, which is probably 100% my fault. And by probably, I mean absolutely 100% my fault.
Oh, this will be fun.
Because there's no sort of automated trap presence to actually make things happen. And while manual traps like the boulder chute and icicle impaler are really nice when you're actually there, when you're not there, they're absolutely useless. But at this point, I literally woke up like 45 minutes ago. Okay.
Being good's not all bad.
Get a second trap triggering, and then we can go and try to deal with whatever else is coming across.
A guardian has fallen.
Alright, we need another guardian, and then we actually need some traps over here.
The boss minion has entered the battlefield.
Which boss is this? Sarge? Not really worried about Sarge. I'm so fun and you are so drunk. As long as you don't hurt anybody while you're drunk, have fun.
The boss minion has been taken down.
Hey, what's going on, Jaja? Make sure I got that life back. As long as like you're around within like the next 3 to 4 hours, sure. Alright, gonna grab extra commandments because that's always really nice to use with Gabby.
Watch out! An unstable rift is opening. Get to it and destroy it.
I guess if one wanted to make sure that
Those minions won't know what
you didn't have to worry about the rifts, you could do something like that.
Destroy the unstable rift.
It would also largely protect me from most of the bosses. You can do one of these too. Bam. If it wasn't for the Dwarven shield, he probably would be dead.
I love this track. Power feels good.
Enemies are above! Get them! Ready?
Of course I'm more powerful. I'm me, remember?
Broken.
Such a weird animation. Oh, they must have been on fire, and I couldn't see it for some reason.
The master taught me well. Expertly placed. This will give them what they deserve. I've made all the right choices.
Gabriella make these traps a lot more powerful than they normally would be on their own. Because of her kinetic pulse, she can cause them to refire after you trigger them once, which basically gives them about twice the DPS that they normally would have. So in that regard, she's actually good for something. Huh? I'm not sure if that's an abbreviation for something or it was misspelled. And I apologize, even if that is an abbreviation for something. I'm a little groggy from having woken up not too long ago. It takes me like an hour to wake up. I'm not a morning person. Or in this case, an afternoon person because I went to bed later than usual. I am a sun zombie. I think that's what I'm gonna start calling people that pretty much are sluggish after they wake up. Sun zombies. Makes sense. Like as soon as the sun goes down, I'm great. I'm active, lively. Never want to take a nap. While the sun up is though, you show me a bed and like I will be like a bed-seeking missile.
Escape is far too easy for me.
Final wave!
Alright, so all the heavy guys are gonna come through here first.
There. That's good, don't you think?
Alright, that's it? Yep. Time to the other lane. To go to the other lane. There we go. I knew there were some words missing there.
Our boss is on his way!
Alright, Swifty time. Need all y'all to stop.
The enemy's boss is down!
Alright, come on, back me up. You're supposed to back me up. You can't be letting that guy through. Okay. That outfit looks very weird with the red on. It almost makes Gabriella look like a plastic figurine. Oh. Combo generator. Pleasantly surprised. Avalanche has that one room that has good ceilings, but like, well, two. Actually, three. But that's too many rooms. Like, both a bonus, like the benefit of the boulder and ceiling shoot. No, the boulder shoot and the icicle impaler. There we go. Is that they're inexpensive, but you don't get a lot of them to place around a map, which is probably a concession by the devs to make sure that people aren't just spamming a bunch of traps that don't do anything around the map when they're not there to actually use them, because that trains players to make bad decisions. But at the same time, it means that if you do have multiple players, they would each have to bring it, or else they don't have enough to like man the lanes that they'll be looking after. So you want to find a place that you can kind of group all of the enemies into a few single locations. This would actually be one of them. So let's do Temple Graveyard. I think I've done this with pretty much everybody, but it won't hurt to run through it again. Alright, Master of Illusions. Or do you guys, excuse me, do you guys want me to play somebody other than Gabriella? That wouldn't be a bad idea. Like, I don't think I've actually tested to see how Cygnus interacts with the manual traps. If his pylon patriarchy thing mastery allows you to trigger them, that would actually be pretty good too. I think that cools down a lot faster than Gabriella's as well. Let's go ahead and give Cygnus a shot. Who I have no skins for. Still works though. Actually, I can't wait. Yeah, let me change this. Alright, good. Ring of Storms.
You may find yourselves in awe of me. Do not stop fighting if this happens.
That makes me wonder, is there a reason that completely forgot what I was gonna say. Good job. You can play with the tripwire. I don't think I'm really prepared to play with the tripwire yet. I think there's some other interesting ways to use that, but since the boulder shoot was kind of what was picked here, the boulder shoot and icicle trap. Icicle impaler. Why do I keep trying to call it the icicle trap? I'll kind of want to stick with these, and then we'll move on to the other ones the next OMDU weekend stream. Yeah, we can move this up.
I do love traps. Good spot for this. Just like old times. Wait a moment, please. Good spot for this.
There's no ceiling space over here. But I don't want to have to wait for everything to get all the way over there to kill it for the first few waves.
Just like old times.
What's happening, Mike?
The enemy has opened a minion portal.
They've broken through a gate!
So, Cygnus upgrade I'm looking for is the tier 3 one, Pylon Patriarch. Activates all the damaging traps, and since both the Icicle Impaler and the Boulder Shoot do deal damage, we might be able to get some extra DPS shenanigans out of it. The same way that we were with Gabriella. It's just that you have to specifically make sure that you choose that bonus. We'll take the buff old man as well. Now make sure Cygnus is lifting that iron. hitting the gym, doing his old man thing. Keeping himself buff for the future of his students and all the Lady Rift Lords out there. Considering the fact that he's probably already one of the strongest characters in the game.
Exciting. I do love traps.
Watch out! An unstable rift is opening. Get
That's just
to
rude.
it and destroy it.
Many minions, one lightning strike.
Ah, I hate that.
We have destroyed the unstable rift.
The balcony causes so many issues.
Our enemies are breaking through elsewhere.
I mean, if there's one thing Cygnus could definitely do, though, it's not skip leg day.
Just like old
Not exactly where I wanted that, but I needed it out quick rather than perfect. Stop me just in time. There we go. Alright, let's go Pylon Patriarch.
Howdy, y'all.
That's a stable hand up there. Zap. Thank you. Well, I guess I would have to put one of these out here anyway, so.
Just like old
There we go.
times. That goes there.
Get going. You do not belong here.
Good to be trapping again.
Actually, can the lightning work here? Yes, okay. It doesn't chain from up there, though.
Wonderful. Now I will be
Oh, yeah, alright, it chains to enemies, but it won't chain to other traps. Because that would be pretty cool if, like, one of the side effects of, like, putting these close together was that you could chain lightning them.
Minion.
And then, oh no.
The rift will
Our
be
barricades are under attack.
Yeah, they are.
health and mana all round.
The boss minion has been taken down.
Alright, that's good. Alright, very close to getting the ability that we want.
beware, intruder.
Just like old times. I do love traps. Alright, and there we go.
right there is good. And then that. Alright, so what I immediately want to find out is this. Yes, it works. That is great.
Look out! Our defenses have been breached again.
Alright, that's slow right there. Slow here too. Slow over there.
They've
Bit of
broken
this.
through a gate. Move
Yes,
away from our
yes.
barricades. They're taking collateral damage.
Not to make an omelet without killing some orcs.
So, Pylon Patriarch used to be like probably Cygnus's most broken ability, and Cygnus had some broken abilities in the past. So, considering everything, they had to nerf Pylon Patriarch nearly to the point where it was about half as effective as it used to be. Because any traps that were affected by the Pylon basically refire. And yeah, you can just run around doing that like all day. So it basically gives you a faster, buffed version of Gabriella's kinetic pulse. Which when you think about it is nuts.
That goes there.
Our barricades are under it. They've destroyed our barricades.
Yeah, of course they did. They can't destroy these hands though.
A zap for you, and you, and you.
No trespass.
Yeah, that's a little bit too close. It's alright though.
The rift will be protected.
Right there. Perfect.
Watch out! Our enemies have broken through again.
I protect.
I do love traps. Perfect.
They've broken through a gate.
This is gonna get nowhere near close to par.
They will not pass.
Good to be trapping again.
This, an unstable rift is opening. It must be destroyed. And our heroes destroyed the
Our barricades are under attack.
I do not think bigger.
An unstable rift is opening. Destroy it.
Okay. I'm gonna grab Maniacal Master just because it's been a long time since I've actually gotten a chance to use that.
Well done. The unstable rift has been destroyed.
More explosions is always
Cygnus gets really angry when you make him jump. Third Cloud Village is only on War Mage level. It's a very funny map, but too easy when you level 100. Thorkvad Village has a there's a Rift Lord version of the map that's only available if you're playing Sabotage, which is really silly. But yeah, I agree. It's Thorkvad Village is essentially a much less difficult version of Falling Folly.
Do you have any items or food?
You do not belong here.
Let me just juice up.
A boss is on its way.
No goodie, a boss. You can kind of hold Q to see when where your pylon is going to go to, and then just drop it.
Boss minion defeated.
When you get there. Keep in mind, this pylon will also activate any of your BGH ballista or BGH traps in general. So if there's anything that can get blasted by BGH traps, you will really wreck those. I mean, really wreck them. Just think about how many ballista you can get set up in one place. I think that was actually my strategy for getting through like a particularly hard version of this map. That was on
Our barricades are under attack.
that was on a Chaos Draw kit. We just had like an infinite number of ballistas in this area.
They've destroyed our barricades.
Of course they did. Not today, Bear. Not today.
Good spot for this. Storm calling is a lost art.
They will not reach the rift.
Get ready for the final
Wait,
wave.
did he have to walk around this? That was interesting.
They will
So those
not
explosive
pass.
guys coming down at the bottom are grenadiers. They're just gonna run into the rift.
One of our guardians has fallen.
They'd already all gotten through it. All maps being available on Riftlord is a very good idea. That was something that was being suggested to the devs while they were still working on the game. And that resulted in a lot of the maps being available on multiple difficulties again, which used to be a thing way back before they sort of adapted to the game to this purely survival style of play. But then they shortened the number of maps that were available on each difficulty. And then slowly started creating versions that were available on every difficulty, which was nice. Because it meant both more boxes for the people in the community. You know, if you're gonna concede the fact that loot boxes are just an okay thing for games, And also that,
One! I am not surprised.
you know, it just gives people more experience with the map, so when they get to the higher difficulty versions of them, they're at least aware of where they can place things. Come on, okay. 5 rift points. Yay. Not a fun mod. Not really anything, it's just there. Okay. I have been going for over an hour right now. I'm going to take a quick break and then we'll be back and we'll do some more Chutesicle shenanigans. See what's up after that. I won't be going long. we go. I know I could try some of these on Thorkvad. Gates of Thorkvad, that is. But it wouldn't really work out too well with most characters because that map is kind of scatterbrained in the way that you have to play it. Frostbite has a lot of scattered ceilings. Although you could do some shenanigans in this corridor behind the kitchen here. Everything else you'd have to run to and try to defend personally, though. There is one more map that doesn't exist in Riftlord where things like this would be kind of okay on. Not Orcs. Orcs is fun though. Already did Riftlord Castle Gates. No reason to do it on Master. Storm Drain could actually work pretty well, but not the map I was looking for. The training grounds. Orcatraz has like one place where you could do some shenanigans too. This sort of prisoners area on the right. I guess we could get into some Masters maps for a little bit. Stables at Eventide wouldn't be bad either, just because for the enemies that are coming through this top area, there's all kinds of ceiling that you get here. Use. Let's go with the training rounds first, though. Oh, you know what? I put on my wrong set of headphones and I could not hear any game audio for a moment, and it took me a while to realize that. I'm at about like 60% brain right now. Almost awake. Should we do some more Cygnus? I don't know. You don't normally hit as many level ups on the lower difficulties. Like, you'll get to tier 4 on Master for most people, but other than that, not quite so sure. I haven't done this with Cygnus though, so might as well get a box. Alright, Chutesicles. Here we go.
You may find yourselves in awe of me. Do not stop fighting if this happens.
You can see all that crackling old man power around Cygnus whenever he's near the rift. It's good stuff. Alright, so start off and gotta shut this down somehow.
Just like old times.
Everybody's gonna come over here.
Good spot for
There you
this.
go. Hey, everybody
Just
come over
like
here.
old times.
And then after you get them all angled up,
There.
Perfect. Just like old times.
Good to be trapping again. Good to be trapping again.
not enough cash to get another barricade up. But
I do love traps.
can do that. Do a bit of this. Try to boulder them as they walk through there. And then our machine gun nest goes over here.
The enemy has opened a minion portal.
Howdy, y'all.
They've broken through a gate!
A zap for you, and you, and you.
You do not belong here.
Okay, not bad for the first wave.
Only when properly released.
Perfect choice.
Gonna grab that pylon buff. Gonna throw a bit more of some slows around.
Good to be trapping again.
Then actually add some damage.
Old times.
That isn't manual.
Right there.
So I think that's a really interesting tactic that Cygnus is allowed here. That you can chain lightning off of the manually activated traps onto the enemies beneath them.
Our enemies are breaking through elsewhere!
You know, just another reason Cygnus is a really good character.
They've broken through a gate!
I guess I can put this up here.
Good spot for this.
Yep, he's coming.
Barricades are
They
under
will
attack!
not.
You gotta go, buddy. Ah, I missed him. Okay.
Good spot for this.
We'll be ready next time.
Many minions. What lightning strike.
There we go. They did their job.
I'll try it.
They will not pass.
An
They
unstable
will
rift
not
is opening.
reach the
Destroy
rift.
it. Well done. The unstable rift has been destroyed.
Beware, intruder. I quit my post only when properly released.
Storm calling is a lost art.
That guy was about to get obliterated.
Cannot make an omelet without killing some orcs.
Ooh.
You will pay for this. Get going.
It's actually a really nice way to like bank your chain lightning around corners. I had not thought of that before. And they don't even have to be active for that to happen. They're just targets because they can be hit to trigger the trap.
Ooh, this is addicting.
Okay, we don't have the back area opening up yet. I think we get that for like the last 3 or 4 waves. We shall see.
I quit my post only when properly
I do
released.
have the coin.
The boss minion has entered the battlefield.
I'll probably have to shift this one.
I guard the rear.
The enemy's boss is dead.
Wasn't too swift today, huh, hoes?
I approach.
Oh yeah, I was supposed to do this.
I do love traps.
But yeah, so for anybody that ever wondered why I don't use like a lot of icicle or boulder shoots, it's because to make the most out of them, this is basically what you have to do. You just sit here and shoot at them all day. It's really effective. But at the same time, it's really not interesting. Like from a viewer standpoint, or at least I don't think it is. I could be wrong on that 100%.
My powers.
Yeah, give me like 4. There's no point leaving these here if I'm not actually going to be here. Alright. Most effective places for these are going to be here.
Perfect. Just like old times.
Everything else really just gets melted. And the only reason anything is going to survive under those, beyond those areas is basically because they have some sort of damage reduction ability. We want to block this.
Perfect.
You also want to block this. Everybody will be going this way. And that's what we want. That's why you can't block it off, or can you?
That goes there.
That means this isn't blocked properly.
Good spot for this.
Oh no, this doesn't actually block it off because they can walk around this. Yeah, good.
That trap goes on the wall.
Just like old times. Perfect.
Fun and interesting to see the boulder shoots and icicle drops for how to use them. Yeah, I mean, they're sort of interesting because they've been modified a number of times during the course of the game's development. Initially, they just dropped like a couple waves of damage and they were really huge. But because a lot of people were still not using them, and it was just because they were manual traps, the devs decided to actually make them like more and more valuable as time went on.
Goes there.
And so now they drop like 4 waves of damage every time they're shot, and they have a refire time that's about the same as the spike trap. So for something that costs less and does more damage, just due to it being manually activated, that's really nice.
Howdy, y'all. They will not pass.
Yeah, I could probably just do it this way.
Again.
Yeah. Add the slow on the end.
I do love traps.
Now we can just get this started.
Watch out! Our enemies have broken through again!
I quit my post only when properly relieved.
That goes there.
They've broken through a gate!
I guard the rear.
More explosions is always good, yes?
Leave this place!
Now we're just gonna walk up and drop some fire.
Who disturbs my watch?
Wait, did I not choose that upgrade? Oh yeah, I did. Okay.
Beware.
That's always hilarious. I mean, it's not offense. Like those traps are meant to be poor for characters that aren't ranged, and that's one of the things that I prefaced with using them. Like, you can't use them with ranged characters. It just doesn't work. Or I'm sorry, with melee characters. If you don't have ranged abilities, you have to bring like a ranged piece of gear to activate those traps with. You can do it with something like the fire bracers, which allow you to launch the fireballs, but that means you're eating up a character's mana and like wasting their ability to reposition themselves very easily just so you can make sure that a set of traps work. And that for a long time had been why like everybody complained about like manually activated traps. Honestly, the best thing that you would be able to do is
you.
instead of have them be manually activated traps that have a firing trigger, if they gave you a gadget like or a piece of gear that would remotely activate said traps. So instead of having like say the firewall bracers, you would just have a remote activation device. This could even just be a piece of gear that would just that doesn't have to be automatically given to you. It could have been a findable piece of gear that like dropped from a box in the game at some point. But if it would just say, you know, remotely activates like manual traps without you having to shoot at them, it would literally be a gear piece that solved the problem of manual traps not being usable by melee characters. But for whatever reason, that much prescience wasn't put into the idea of having manual traps, and so we are where we are. We are where we're at with the usability of certain traps in the game.
Storm calling is a lost art.
You can use Gnomish Repair Kit to activate those traps, because these are damaging traps and they can be refired. Any ability like Cygnus's Pylon Patriarch here that can cause traps to fire again works.
No.
Alright,
That will be
pick up the
good.
stun here. I took too much time building, so we're not gonna par. Yeah, like the Gnomish Repair Kit, but the Gnomish Repair Kit does more interesting things than just activate traps. It will cause traps that just have fire on a timer to fire, but it will also refill the charges of charge-based traps, giving it a bit more utility than something that just says, hey, manually activated traps, please fire. And if you made it so that, you know, the remote activation device or whatever you wanted to call it, didn't affect not like any traps that weren't manual, it would give that a specific utility niche that was really useful. Alright, I need to head back over here. He can deal with the rest. Not today, Boulder Breath.
This is addicting.
Also, I think you can still fire your lightning off of the pylons. Yes, I don't think you get the damage boost anymore, but it's still there.
Bro. No trespass.
Final wave!
No, you can't activate them with the steam traps. Traps don't activate traps. Like the traps themselves have to be hit by something that deals damage. And unfortunately the steam vent does not actually deal damage itself. It will fling enemies and the enemies can take physics damage or collision damage, whatever. I don't even know what it's officially called. But if enemies collide with the surface while still being under the effect of a physics trap, they'll take extra damage. Fire that there, and then
with the rifts is growing stronger.
Bounce back here for a little bit. Do one of these. Yes, Gabby's second attack can activate them. If you decide to rewatch some of the earlier parts of the stream, you'll see that that's basically what I was doing for most of the stream. But I wanted to highlight the fact that Cygnus's Pylon Patriarch, which isn't a default part of the ability, but a Weaver you can select, actually offers the exact same function and has a faster cooldown than Gabriella's Kinetic Pulse. Because Cygnus literally is the old guy that taught everybody else how to do stuff. Except his stuff is usually better. Unless you're talking about melee. I think like as far as characters that like are missing from like OMDU's scene or just orcs in general, is like who taught all the melee people to fight?
In life, victory.
Like, is there anybody that actually went about training most of the melee characters to fight in the game? And I mean, there might not be anybody like that. But you had the paladins in the old Orcs Must Die games, so I assume that there's some sort of training process that people would have had to undergo to actually learn how to fight. Let me see, is there anybody else that could do interesting things with these particular traps? Yo, what's happening, Jester? No, so the physics damage, actually we can do training grounds again. Not gonna exploit the game with Cygnus anymore, or at least not right now. She doesn't have anything that would deal with that. Nope. I think it's really just Gabriella and Cygnus that have the ability to exploit traps like that. No, Temper also has a mild ability to do so, but they removed his ability to activate anything other than ground traps because he basically used to be like a little mini Gabriella, and they felt that that was too strong. stick with all the Halloween themed costumes. We got Pretty Little Stitches. I wonder if that's a pun on Pretty Little Witches or something else. Yeah, the archers from Orcs 1, but also the paladins. Like, I mean, I'm assuming somebody is training those guys, but who is it? Because if we look at the cast that exists in Unchained, like, Elin didn't exist back then, and she's not a part of the Order itself. She's in the Wuxing Empire, so she's off on her own. Zoe is an apprentice, so she's an apprentice now, which means she definitely couldn't have been around as, like, somebody that was teaching in the Orcs days, like the original Orcs. You said that you can play? Yeah, I can play Jaju. Tundra, no. Temper. Alright, so you have Tundra, Temper. Temper is just a blacksmith, so he probably wouldn't have melee combat training unless it was absolutely necessary. But there's Tundra, Temper, Hogarth, who probably just grew up swinging heavy things. Yeah, there's not too many people that melee in the Order, so I might be wrong about that. Maybe they don't need one. When are you free, Jaju? You said when your event was over, but you never gave a time.
Tome, don't fail me now!
Okay. Alright, so here's what it's looking like. I have about... How old was I when? Oh, I never actually brought the steam mints. That's what I meant to do. So, I have about another hour that I can stream with. Oh, how old am I? 32. Not enough coins. Alright. I got about an hour left to stream. Maybe a little bit longer. So, if anybody wants to play any games or anything like that, feel free to let me know. But I am going to drop probably the web spinner and bring the steam vents. There's one thing I want to check before I do that. Steam vents are here. Alright, we got our parts. That's a good idea. And nice, Des. Pretty close. So steam vents aren't a particularly expensive trap. Vanity plating's not bad to place on them. Like on War Mage. That's perfectly fine. I don't mind the difficulty that I play at. Hey Mike, all of my streams are automatically uploaded to YouTube after they're finished. what happens is YouTube takes about an hour to finish compressing the video, and then afterwards it'll just appear in the list of past streams on the channel. So if you've missed anything and aren't like actually in the stream within like at least 24 hours, which I think is the longest that YouTube should take to get any videos or analytics processed, it will be available for you to watch from start to finish. I wish there would be further development on OMDU, but it looks like that's not something that's going to happen at the moment. Because I knew of some of the things that were happening at the time the game was being developed, it feels very unfinished. But that's always going to be the situation with games as a service. Like, as long as there were ideas that were left to be poured into the game, if at any point the game halts its development, then it's going to feel like there was more that could have been done. Alright, anyway, so I'm gonna jump in here, and then we're gonna try out this Steam vent just to see, like, show off the impact. Venti. That's ice. There we go. Not that. That. Okay. And then after this, I'll open up invites, and then we can play somebody else's stuff or do chaos keys or whatever.
Who wants help winning?
Okay. So what are we gonna be doing here? Probably the same thing we've started before. That run reminds me of that "oh no, I'm late for class" feeling.
I just think, what would Max do? And do the opposite.
You get the speed boost. You know, I do have to say that, like, one of the most interesting or charming parts about this game in general is just the artwork.
Think, what would Max do? And do the opposite. Oh, traps. So good.
Like, the group of
So
people
much
that probably
chaos.
gets the least recognition for everything in video
My book on
games
trap
are the
placement
art
said
teams
this
that
is a
make
good
everything
spot.
look amazing.
Oh, or was it over there?
Have a K, a ski board for avalanche fest. Oh, key.
No trespassing.
Fast minions, no health drops. Okay. That basically means play support heroes or use Cygnus. Alright, so I'm not going to try to shoot at these at first. I'm just going to see if we can let good old Steam Trap
has opened a minion portal.
push these guys up into it.
I quit my post only when properly released.
They've broken through a gate!
Yeah, they did.
The rift.
See? Just gonna absorb a bit of damage here since I can. And nothing. What's sucks because you can see the damage numbers pop out, showing that they've touched the ceiling. But even though they've touched the ceiling, the trap itself refuses to trigger. Which means that ultimately it's not going to work here at all. Not with the steam vents anyway. Okay, so looks like we got Jaju and Frosty D up here that want to jump in. Are you guys on my OMDU friends list? Frosty is. Frostbite is harder than Avalanche. Hey, no problem, Dieter. Like I said, like I have no problems trying things out, but like it's something that like ideally would have worked had it been like had the devs thought to code it in. Like that would have been a great way to code like interactability or interactions between the traps to make the game more interesting, but it's not there. Do I need levels for chaos? It's always good to have levels for chaos, but like there's keys that you can use for different difficulties and whatnot. Like you can just join. Like I don't require people to be like of a certain level or anything like that. Actually, for everybody that is not yet in Discord, I'm gonna toss that in. For anybody that wants to, that's the Discord that I have going right now. For anybody that's not in there, you can join, and then we're gonna. I know you're in Jaju, but I'm not sure if Frosty is, or Dieter if he wants to play sometime. But then we'll try to get everybody together. You don't have to have a mic or anything if you just want to listen. Like, it's just so like communication's a bit better. Son of the beach, I forgot about that. So we can invite Dez. Yeah, we can go to the server channel. I'll hop in my OMDU room. Almost 89. Nice. And what's your in-game name in Orcs, Jaju? I don't have any audio coming out of Discord. Oh, you know what? I think hold on. That's my fault. I don't have my Discord audio coming out of the same headset at the moment, and I need to change that. The input, that's fine. There we go. Alright, I should be able to hear you now.
Yeah, do you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Yeah, my name is Feels Goodman 123.
There we go. You said Feels Good Man 123?
Yes.
There you go. You should have a friend request.
Yes.
Okay. Boom.
Boom.
Okay, so for now, I'm gonna make Jaju party leader or Feels Good Man. and then he can run us through some of his games. If you want to use Chaos Trial keys, I can't actually look at my keys since I passed leadership, but I think I may have an apprentice or a war mage key. Oh no, I can look at my keys. I just can't actually use them. All right. I have a master key, a war mage, and an apprentice key.
I have a war mage.
I have 2 master and war and apprentice keys. No problem, Dieter. Like, I understand having to travel for elections is probably a bit rough. Gotta participate in their governments. So what do we have here? Rush timer.
Pretty easy.
Rift point loss on death. Oh, and it's in training grounds. Yeah, there should be more mana drops. The mana heavy characters are nice.
I'm gonna go with Max.
Okay.
Oh my god, I have so terrible traps.
That's alright. Alright, so Jester's in. I'm not sure if Frosty D joined or not, but that's fine. Jester, if you're still in the chat, you're now rolled in the Discord, so you should have access to everything. If not, feel free to let me know. So we got Stink Eye, Max. Alright, so we got all the crowd control covered. I will bring the cheese then. I'll stick with this. This actually doesn't, it's not a bad setup at all. I'll drop the web spinner and I'll bring in Spit Firewall. Watching the stream really made me want to play OMDU again. Haven't played in 2 months. I mean, the game's still fun. None of that changes. I think I'll bring the Steam Vents again. I think Steam Vents actually have a lot more synergies than a lot of people realize. But that's going to be what I bring. Now Frosty's in. Go ahead and roll him. Okay. Wow, Discord won't let me roll you on the mobile app. Okay. I guess I'll just have to do that. Or I should say it won't let me roll you easily on the mobile app. Boom. Boom. There we go. Yeah, I saw the link that you sent for that, Jay, about the Overkill Walking Dead game. It looked very Left 4 Dead-ish, like, and not in a bad way. It looked like Left 4 Dead, but like updated, kind of like a mix of like the stuff that I've seen in like the Killing Floor with some more story-based stuff, since it has like a campaign. So as much as you could mash up the Walking Dead, Left 4 Dead and Killing Floor together in a single game.
What way are we gonna do this?
Let's see. This is an earlier map, but we're on a key. Yeah, same way that I was doing it before. Start off with this, and then you can add a barricade right there.
I'll never notice this.
And then we want to make them hug the wall. If you can set up wall traps. Starting here. Yeah, grinders are good.
Twice, cut
bowling ball's great. And I brought the icicle instead of the boulders. Does anybody have floor scorchers?
No.
Okay. I'll use mine once we get the opportunity to. This should be okay to start. If anybody has tar or something, those will be good too. I have both. I just have to get some coin.
They will not reach the river.
Maybe over here.
Okay, that works.
I'll just leave this right here. No minions getting through this.
Alright, those are regular tar. Oh wait, if you can make your trap sellable by teammates, I think that should be the apostrophe key.
That goes there.
If you want to make that a little bit better, you can actually place this, the slow totem behind these barricades over here. That'll affect enemies as they run up and go around. Like somewhere about right here.
That looks nice.
Even when there's no walls, boom barrels for the win. Well, I mean, that's why they have the regular boom barrels. But I guess we can get started.
I guard the rear.
But yeah, Jay, did you stream the Overkill Walking Dead game? Because if you did, I'll go back and check out the video once I'm done here.
They've broken through a gate.
Follow the god.
Mount his axe.
Have to go fast.
I'm still streaming it now. Okay.
How long have you played this game?
I've probably been playing for over a year.
Minions getting through this.
I think at least June of 2017, maybe a little bit earlier.
I am so clever. Slower, bad. Faster, good.
You need more coin.
Standing up to me now.
Solid mix of Killing Floor and Left 4 Dead. Yeah, that's what it looked like.
Looking good.
Good to be trapping again.
Enemies are attacking on another front.
Did we block this? I blocked it. Okay.
They've broken through a gate.
Oh, this is addicting.
Zippity doo dah.
Soul Calibur 6. Wait, so did you never play the direct PvP confrontations, or was that still in then? No, I played a little bit of Siege when it was in. Actually, the first videos that I have of Orcs Must Die Unchained are me trying to figure out Siege, and then the slow realization that it was a MOBA.
That looks like it hurt.
Which wasn't a bad thing, but like the issue with a lot of games that rely on population to thrive is that if the population is at any point ever not there, the game becomes a lot harder to play. Not like difficult, but like it's literally hard to start playing the game. And so because of that, a lot of the time it was just people playing against bots.
With this, I cannot fail.
I broke it.
Our barricades are under attack.
Go on, hit.
I do all my own stuff.
Where are you from, Vermillion?
East Coast United States.
Okay.
Like most of my family's scattered around the U.S. in different parts. Mom and dad are from the southern U.S., so they grew up with that southern drawl. Alright, that was entirely worth it. That felt like a lot of experience. Alright.
What was this guardian's name? The guy who gives the boost.
Stable hand.
Be wary.
I really want that.
You play long enough, he'll drop.
You'll never notice this. Measure twice, cut once. They
I
will
can get
not
this.
reach the rim.
That goes there.
Just like old days. Will not pass. Leave this right here.
This, yeah, that works. I can't do that. Okay.
No trespassing.
Good to be trapping again.
Right there.
Our enemies,
I
they're
quit
breaking
my
through
post
again.
only when properly relieved.
If anybody wants to put grinders here, this wall works.
Whoopsie. Almost hurt myself on that.
They've broken through a gate.
Please, stop on my account.
Just like old times.
Indeed.
Someone play a guitar solo. I have a guitar next to me, I can play a guitar solo.
I am no good on strings. They asked me to play some woodwinds, I might be able to work it out.
I'll try it.
This is nice.
The bottom should actually take care of itself. Actually, I might as well go put these back there.
Our barricades are under attack.
That goes there.
Is this a good combo on Endless if you have Bianca, Hogarth and Ivy? Is it a good on Endless?
Yeah, I'd probably rather take Tundra over Hogarth though, just in case you actually need to try to chain stun anything. He's a little bit better at it. Hogarth's better if you don't have a lot of other crowd control though.
Final wave! The boss minion has entered the battlefield. Boss defeated!
I love Max so much.
He's the most balanced character in the game.
You can destroy Unstable Rift, you can kill bosses.
Yep. That's alright, they're not gonna make it through. Got everything in the game unlocked around level 87. Didn't use premium account since you leveled up that fast.
I think Falling Folly is hard to solo.
Falling Folly is hard to solo.
I may be old, but I still appreciate the little things, like winning.
Who wants to be leader? Rusty.
Oh, I got a key. I got a key from playing your key.
Okay.
Oh, Frosty's okay for a bit. Okay.
Yes. Ah. I was watching a video, and I was like, this guy is good because I didn't know who you were. I was like, then my brother was like, is he Vermillion Phoenix is the best player in one of the best players in this game? I was like, yes, it is. When I said to him I'm gonna play with him, I mean with you, he was like, oh my god, that's so cool.
Mike asked, what's my favorite hero by art and design? This is Bloodspike. You know, I have to say that I do like Bloodspike's alternate costumes. My favorite hero in terms of design, if you mean like specifically art, probably Zoe's. I think there's a lot of things that are put together in Zoe's art that are like really nice, especially the differences in her costumes. Elin is also like a very, very cool character to look at overall. Like the skins and things that she has are good, although I don't seem to have any of them. I thought I had Yulin unlocked. That must be the last thing that I have in that chest. But her overall design is actually just really colorful, and I think it fits the game aesthetic very well. Like there's a lot of characters like Tundra or Temper that are somewhat less colorful in terms of like the palette that they use. And then you look at people like Max, who's like very colorful, and she just sort of fits in.
Dude, how did you have when you played Orcs Must Die? You did you played with Max. You had that skin with the hoodie and with Orcs Must Die.
Wait, which
text.
skin? Oh, the older, the Lucky Tunic one. That's.
I think so.
How did I get Lucky Tunic? I don't think I opened this one out of a chest. There was So I was in I was playing Orcs Must Die a very long time ago, and during the time there was at least 2 resets to all of the information for players in the game, and during the initial reset, I don't think they really gave out too much stuff, but like there was some join. Oh,
Guys, I think I need to go.
okay, if you gotta run, like feel free.
Yes. How much is your clock now?
Uh, I'm at 3:18 p.m., but I'll be ending the stream in about 45 minutes.
Okay. Do you start streaming at the evening?
Yeah, I'll probably be streaming this evening if I manage to get finished some of the stuff that I have going on. I have an event to go to tonight, and so when that's over, I'll probably be streaming when I'm back home.
Okay, because about 10 hours. I'm gonna wake up in 10 hours probably. So
10 hours from now, it'll probably be about 1 a.m. Yeah, that's fine. I'll probably be during a late stream then. So either way, you have a good day, and I'll see you then.
yeah. See you.
Alright, so if anybody else wants to drop in, since Feels Good Man had to go for a bit, feel free. If not, it'll just be me and Dez. Wait, I think we're running one of his keys. We'll probably back up. I don't want to cause like a loss of life on his key or whatever if he's not here. No problem, Jaju. You're welcome. But so most of these skins I did not actually acquire normally. I know I earned like most of the event skins. Like this was gotten out of a chest. This was gotten from the beach event. But some of these skins were like custom skins that were given out as specific events. Wait, do I not even have the pack skin anymore? No, there we go, Vermillion. Some of these skins were given away at events when they were originally like just showing Orcs Must Die Unchained off around the country, and when they did the server resets, they had basically they were unable to track all of the information about who had which skins at any time. And because of that, as a concession, they said that anybody that had accounts older than a certain time on the game would basically just be gifted most of the special skins that they had run previously. And so, having played the game for that period of time, I got a bunch of the custom skins. But these were only the skins that weren't available in the store. The ones that were available in the store you had to purchase, or they had given you some sort of refund on the gold that you had previously spent so that you could purchase the skins and chests and everything again. So it worked out. But yeah, that's the Orc Slayer one. The Orc Slayer one's great. Alright, so were we in a match? No, Dez is leading. Okay. So, last call. Anybody else wants to get in? Alright, doesn't look like it. I guess it'll just be me and you, Dez. Alright, Chaos Trials for Avalanche. Arctos Grizzlies. Fast minions and no health drops. That's interesting. Fast minions and no health. Characters that have some sort of built-in health regen are probably going to be good here.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Ah, sweet. We have it working now. Is it too loud for you?
No, it's fine for me.
Alright, sweet.
I mean, nothing beats the audio level of this game's launcher, so I don't think that'll ever be a problem.
Alright, let's hope this is turning
Blood Spike actually wouldn't be a bad choice. Let's go with that. And we'll be wearing the Blood Appetit.
I have not. This is the only map I have not played much of. Pretty much at all.
Spitfire and Floor Scorcher are probably the best two traps here. Ballistas are okay, and there's some. Actually, that's pretty much it. Wall traps are decent. You can bring pretty much any wall trap you want.
Let's go with Smolder. I like Bay. Maybe we should switch. Oh man. Where is Stablehead? There he is. Switch that to this. And let's do this Floor Scorcher. No need for Cursed Ground.
Icicle and Pillars actually would not be helpful here. You can freeze things, but they're going to do reduced damage. So let's drop them for a Spitfire, a Double Fire. We got some Boulder Shoots.
You got Long Barricade, so I will bring.
Actually, I have no way to activate these shoots. Okay. So.
I can activate those.
Yeah, you can, but it'll be problematic if you get like hung up on a lot of enemies. I got the Laughing to Death skin for Blood Spike, and it's pleasantly terrifying. I'm not even sure what that looks like. Oh, the clown skin. Yeah. I mean, combine anybody that has a fear of clowns with that skin and them just brutally slaughtering things, and that's nightmares for days, I'm sure.
Nice. Clowns are pretty scary.
Yeah, they are.
Alright. I think I am good. Try not to match too many things that you have.
It doesn't matter if they match.
I don't have any ceiling traps, so.
Okay, then I should probably bring all the ceiling traps that exist. Buff Spinner, that's good. Ceiling traps for this map, probably the best things to bring would be Swinging Mace and some form of ballista that isn't BGH, ceiling or Dragon Plants.
Yes. Actually, is your Spitfire wall, does it have better upgrades? Because I have no upgrades on mine. And I have upgrades on my Dragon Lance. That gives it a boost to fire affected orcs.
I don't even remember what's on my Spitfire.
Oh Lord, I just know because I just changed it. Oh shh. So wait, what the hell is mommy doing upstairs? I just remember because I changed it like recently.
Yeah, at some point I actually thought about like trying to catalog all the parts and everything that I had, and then I was like,
yeah, it's too much.
Yeah.
A lot. I found myself being rather Jewish. Yeah, not the stamped parts. Is it stamped parts that gives you the extra 500 minus the 10% cost?
Yes, stamped parts does do that. I mean, that's just good economics.
Yeah. But it doesn't really have that much that'll go in, like once you have it in everything.
Oh yeah, but once you have it and everything, like the thing about stamped parts is, as an individual player or playing solo, it really doesn't make that big of a difference. But when you're playing with like 3 people and everybody's using stamped parts, it's ridiculous.
Oh, yeah.
It's like, oh look, I just stumbled into all of this money.
Let's see.
It's all part of my plan.
Sweet. And I
They
will
should
put...
probably block off the top. Yeah, that would make sense. They're not going to even go in there.
Careful planning.
Alright,
And then I will do
Don't worry. This
the
should
walls.
stop them.
that works.
And let's see.
Making a campfire. Don't worry.
There.
This should stop them.
One of these.
That works.
Or
Don't worry.
like that.
This should stop
There we go.
them.
Either one works.
Yes.
The enemy has opened a minion portal.
Probably could have put one on this corner right here, since they are gonna.
I'm not
Corner
sure.
right here.
I'm not sure, Dieter. I'll have to check that Hogarth skin to see exactly what it's called after this game is over. Alright. Slicing and dicing. Alright, we got the piggies.
All right.
Oh, who is
It's
that?
this little thing. It's that little kobold. I hate him. He's up so fast.
Oh, his crystals can drop pigs? I might want to leave him alive. Increase the duration of feeding flow.
Oh, no. Pretty fun. Is he coming back?
Yep.
Come here. Sweet. Oh, oh, oh. George of the jungle. Glorious.
Alright, there we go. Now we got more piggies.
Oh, gassy. So this shouldn't be too difficult.
Look out! Our defenses have been breached again!
Hoop. Hoop. Run, 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 run.
A good battle plan.
Howdy, y'all.
Let's do... Ooh, that.
The best spot.
Stop it. Stop it. Oh, I don't have my thing charged yet. Okay. Hey.
Super speed.
This the stable hand guardian is very, very helpful.
Stack of speed boost is very fun in this game, although sometimes it gets a little bit too ridiculous with Midnight.
That is cool.
More max HP. Wonder if I'll make it to 3,000 this game.
What can I put out here? Oh yeah, some burn.
Who needs killing?
This should stop.
That one. just gonna run.
Protein.
Fuel for the fire.
Let's do one of those. And that. And reduce the cooldown of incineration. There you go.
Nothing like a little homicide to make me happy!
And nothing else should be needed over here.
Yeah, I need to save for the next gate that opens.
That ability is not available!
Thing here.
The highest score I've gotten, Jaju, is probably somewhere in the tens of millions. Solo is probably around 10. I generally don't like lab combos a lot because it requires you just like doing the same thing and tweaking it repeatedly in the same place over and over again. And for me, that gets kind of monotonous really fast. We don't want these guys to go this way.
So we're gonna block off up here too. Oh Lord!
Right there!
Yep, children. Plenty of people have them.
Yeah.
Actually, I think everybody that I've played Orcs Must Die Unchained with has kids that I know of. I mean, like,
What?
like
I
even
just
the
recently had a kid.
nice, congrats.
Thank you.
But I mean, like even the people, like other streamers that I've played with, like they all have children.
Ah. Oh, he blocked off. All right. I will.
Our enemies are breaking through elsewhere!
Let's do this.
Ballista's a really great
Watch
here.
out! An unstable rift is opening.
I'll
Get
drop a
to it
couple of
and destroy it.
these, and I can go instant kill that.
I feel so good, it's crazy!
I will try to. Well, I should be able to hold off these guys. Eliminate the
Our
mana
heroes
cost. There
destroyed
we
the
go.
unstable
That's
rift,
what I've been waiting
and
for.
there was much rejoicing.
Takes here. Hey. I know.
Yeah, Jaju, that would probably make you the first person I know of besides Nils that doesn't have children, and that's because Nils is probably underage. Well, he was underage. He was when I first started playing with him. I think he just started college recently.
Ah. Let's go incinerate all of these guys in one fell swoop. I know they're burnt. Oh? Someone stayed alive. Why are you so mad? Let's do this. Hey.
How old are you, Jaju?
Here we go. Here we go. Here comes the mother.
Here comes the mother.
Don't you dare.
13. Wow. I think that makes you the youngest person that I've played with on stream. Not off stream though, because you know, like I used to play games and whatnot with my niece.
Good old days. Sweet daughter. Sweet daughter, please.
Full life is waiting. Life doesn't wait. It begins as soon as you're born. Enjoy it as much as you can. The entire time you're here.
Try to. Believe me, I sure did. Yes.
I've run into a lot of people over the course of my life that keep talking about when they'll get to enjoy life, as though, you know, they shouldn't be enjoying it now. And I mean, that it doesn't matter what age they are. They could be like twice my age, and they'll be like, someday I'll get to enjoy everything I'm doing. And I'm like, what about now?
Yeah, I don't understand that. I enjoyed my. It was fun. Sometimes I'd say I had a little too much fun.
An unstable rift is opening.
Fun
It
you can
must be
recover
destroyed.
from is
Yeah.
okay.
That is always the good fun.
Destroy the unstable rift.
Come on now. A little lag into the wall.
Yeah, it happens. The game responds worse the more movement speed everybody gets.
Yeah.
So that was one of the issues that I think a lot of people used to have with the game. Like, as the enemies got faster or more numerous. Wait, what? Did we have, like, nothing here?
Oh, yeah, no. I guess it got killed already.
Oh, we were waiting for the enemies to spawn on the right.
Oh.
How old is Frosty? I think Frosty said he was 31 earlier in the stream chat.
Yes. Actually, I'm always confused. I think I turned 31 this year? 31 or 32?
I know
Either way, I turn my birthday's next month.
Got you. Okay. I've already turned 32 this year, so I'll be 33 next year.
Ah, okay. I think I'll be turning 32 this year. I don't really pay attention to that stuff too much.
Yeah. Only people that really matters to is the government.
Yep. They have it already right on the paper. So.
They're like, how much time do we have to try to take away as many retirement benefits as we can from you?
Pretty much. Oh, I shouldn't have put that one. I should have put it up. Should have put another grinder right there. Since they
Hey, Mike's 18. That's cool. Y'all do like streams that don't have like 3,000 people. I've seen large streams, and like I follow a few streamers and like people on YouTube that do have streams that have like ridiculous quantities of people in it, and it becomes like kind of hard to actually read chat in any sort of coherent way. I couldn't imagine like what those people would do without mods.
Hey. I'm about to have to mute myself. You need to chill out. Oh, death. Nope, not yet.
Yeah, if you need to take care of the baby, feel free. I can handle this.
She just
doing baby things.
Gets real. Yeah, just gets gassy before she's getting ready to eat. When she hasn't pooped.
Our barricades are under attack.
Hey.
They've destroyed our barricades.
Dude, stream title?
Ah.
Oh, yeah.
Alright. I'm gonna go sit by the
real quick. I just realized that I misspelled Unchained. Good job with me and the typos. Alright, it should be updated in a little bit. Actually, while we got this go break, I think I'm actually gonna have to run to the bathroom. Be right back.
Has been destroyed.
There we go.
Slaughtering time!
One made it through, right? Allies disconnected? Oh. That's alright. Alright, everybody's gonna circle around and try to come through here, so we should be fine. Hopefully Des can reconnect. Alright, everybody you said. Nice. Ice ogres count as large enemies. I get the refresh. Get another one. And another one. And another one.
To die! I can't do that right now! Final wave!
Alright. Lost chat for a second.
Unstable rift is opening. Quick, destroy it. We have destroyed the unstable rift.
Okay, so the most dangerous guys that we're gonna have to deal with are the ones lower right down here.
Clearly, I am amazing.
Guardian should take care of everything that's on the left side.
A boss is on its way!
Oh, not today.
Time to kill! Bridget doesn't like you!
Bridges is X. When he said the mistake, he was talking about the name of the stream. I misspelled Unchained, and I literally didn't realize it until Jaju pointed it out.
Wow.
Another victory!
Sorry about that.
Nah, don't worry about it.
Almost getting plugged. Oh, so wheat. Oh, they added health drain. It's the castle gates.
Health drain on top of no health pickups.
Yeah.
All right.
It's not too bad at the castle gates.
Yeah, that's gonna get worse as time goes on, though. Health
Yeah.
drain is maximum shenanigans. I think health drain and coin drain are
Yeah.
absolutely the two worst mods in the game.
So horrible. But I haven't really played too many keys though, so I've got a lot. Goes that one, and then I have Fortress, Gear Disabled, Lightning, Celebratory Dance, No Map, and Bargain Buff. Horrible. Why are you looking at me like you're about to cry? Don't even.
Well, I got time for one more game.
Alright. Or we could play something that you pick if you like, or if you'd want to have someone join in. I think I'm good for one more, and then I'm gonna give her feeding, so
Makes
that was
sense.
pretty nice. Let's see.
If you want to pass leader, I have a Rift Lord key that we can try to jump into. It's gonna be super annoying though.
There's nothing. Promote to leader.
No-go breaks is annoying, but it's not the worst thing that you can get. Like, there's some really bad combinations of stuff. Like, expensive BGH traps on top of, like, Pride Hunters and... what else? The coin and health drain ones are pretty nasty. Also, any sort of heavy enemies that get added to a group, it's pretty nuts.
Difficulty calming down. Unchained duration. Ooh. Kind of nice.
Yeah, that one used to be super great when before they nerfed Gabriella's bonus Unchained duration.
Let's see if we can promote to party leader now. Cannot change party leader while in game or matchmaker. I'm not in matchmaker game. Oh, hold on.
Might be a bug.
Are you going upstairs to do that? Okay.
If it won't let you switch, I can re-invite.
Yeah.
Okay. That's it? No, that's not it. That's the no-go breaks, grenades, and rift point on life loss. We could also do this one. My favorite melee hero is probably going to be Tundra. The time bonus prevents you from actually trying to set up combos, which is kind of detrimental, but it's to make sure, like, I think the time bonus was kept around specifically just because getting people to think that finishing games faster was good for the servers. It means they didn't have to, you know, have as many set up to run the things. Let's see, what is this? This is health drain, spawn protection, and 5 rift points. That key is gonna get me trashed at some point. This one's additional Pride Hunters, grenades, no-go breaks, and rift point loss on death. And then we also have... yeah, this one's only tier 2 with triple armor. We might as well. Do the bats key? Alright, we'll go do the bats key. It's got grenades. It's a tier 4 key, so it's gonna be a little bit tankier than most games. This is around when Rift Lord starts showing itself as being somewhat difficult for Chaos Trials. BGH ballistas are gonna be welcome.
Sweet. Now I got to hold the shift to talk. Now you can hear me, right?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Alright, cool.
I probably wouldn't recommend shift just if it's left shift, just because a lot of keybinds are set up for that. I usually use the tilde key. The one to the left of 1 if you're using the US keyboard layout.
Oh, yes, sir. That's the one I used.
Okay.
I was just checking something else.
Okay. Ozil's actually, he shouldn't work out too bad here. No go breaks. We're gonna have to rush because no go breaks mean we don't get a go break at the start.
That works for me.
Chutesicles isn't gonna do too good here. Not that either. That the halls? That the halls works. Not that though. This is good. This is bad. We can do.
I think I'll do Cygnus. And
where's the other arcane thing? No, that has to stay.
Arcane bowling ball. That no need. All right.
Wait, so you brought the bowling ball? Yes. Okay.
Yeah. I'll bring the bowling ball and what was it? Flip trap was the thing that I didn't need. I needed the boom barrels.
Okay, so you're bringing the roller at that. I guess I can drop this and bring that just to be safe.
Yeah, seems pretty good to me.
And discount. Alright, we're good. No, we're not going to need Coin Forge here. Our problem is, like, we're not going to actually have any money starting out. That's not the amount of money to deal with this early, so we're going to have to count on hero DPS. Yeah, but you have to remember that you are always dealing with the timer when you have when you have no-go breaks.
They've broken through a gate!
Let me show you my touchy feelings.
Oh, those grenades do hurt. Alright, cool down on desecrated ground is exactly what I need. Those grenades are gonna wreck that, they're gonna wreck our guardians.
Come to me, and they will die.
Do I like Finnish people? Play with a lot of Finns and Danes, actually.
I see what you asked for. Please
Put that in the wrong spot.
That's alright. It works where it is. They tend to spread out around there.
Slipping into a warm bath of power.
Here, Meal. Ouch.
Damn! I died.
I will reap them.
Protein.
Alright, we got some heat on the gates now. Don't give him too much flack, Olivia. He's 13.
An unstable rift is opening. Get to it and destroy it.
Like, I don't have any problem with people from any nationality. I mean, it's literally just the place you were born in.
Well done. The unstable rift has been destroyed.
They will not
Finnish people are fine. I don't... Like, do people tell you that Finnish people are unlikable or something? That would be new info to me. I've never had any problem with them. Whoa. Though I would say, by comparison, I probably had interactions with a lot more people from mainland China and Russia than I have any other national group.
No trespassing.
I do love traps.
Yeah, this guy's gonna get blown up soon. Not even a question.
Right there.
Gonna try to add in a summoner trap to see if we can sort of keep that guy alive. I don't think it's gonna work. And I'm gonna grab profane healing because it's amazing. Good old stable hand elbow drop.
Don't say I never did.
Best spin attack in the game.
Or several.
The rift will be do not belong here.
To set you up for a fall.
From me, in again. Wait for this. They will not be
Yes.
I quit my post only when properly relieved. Good swap for this.
That goes there.
Yeah, I think we've caught up to the curve now. Shouldn't be too bad.
Who disturbs my watch?
There we go. We got the good ability now. Bombs away. I say that as we literally get bombarded with flying, exploding arrows.
The rift will be
Completely unintentional, by the way.
The boss minion has entered the battlefield.
They will not pass.
An unstable rift is opening. Destroy it.
Boss defeated!
My questions.
We have destroyed the unstable rift.
How's that stable hand still alive? Magic. The magic of teamwork. Now I summoned these two
Right?
guardians right in front of them so that they pull some of the aggro from the stable hand. In combination with the exploding barrels above and the guardians slowing everything getting close to them, as well as us having some damage traps up here, less enemies are actually getting in front of them. That was a little forced, Olivia. You could have done better than that. I'm sure you'll try next time.
I cannot do that yet.
They will not reach the rift.
How does it count?
Wow, these clears are actually really fast.
Beware, intruder.
Very. Can't believe that.
I protect.
Unstable rift is opening. Quick, destroy it. And our heroes destroyed the unstable rift. And there was much rejoicing.
Who disturbs my watch?
what is this floating around?
Wow, that was like 30 seconds.
Yeah. Like, things are dying so fast, my ghosts are haunting the ground.
You should really take better care of yourself.
No trespassing.
That goes there.
An unstable rift is open.
I feel like we're getting a lot more unstable rifts than usual.
Unstable rift has been destroyed.
I guard the rear.
Yeah, I've noticed that. I keep hearing them. I usually don't hear like unstable
The
rift.
Guardian has fallen.
And the Guardian's finally down.
Death.
They have finally bested a chicken chaser.
Let's see if they can take on the barmaid.
Final wave! A boss is on his way!
That's alright, we'll get vengeance.
The enemy's boss is dead!
Like,
They got me.
yeah, see. I was about to say, if only my healing ability could, heal Guardians, we'd be great.
Nah, I just put the rift too close. I forgot which one I was putting down.
As you grow weaker, my potion won't die. Of course we will. I always will.
And that's the end of that.
Indeed. Steamrolled that one.
Yeah, that was so fast.
It was. Alright, have a good evening, Jaju. Alright, so where are we going? Yeah, this would probably be where I call it. If I plan on actually getting done anything and getting another stream in later on this evening. So, I'm gonna end it there. Thanks for playing with me today, Des. Always appreciate it.
Yes, sir. No problem.
Hopefully,
Thank you.
no problem. Hopefully the little lady is a little bit less cranky for you. And
Yeah, she is.
you have a good day, alright?
You as well, man. Goodbye.
Bye-bye. And to everybody that came up for the stream, thank you very much. If you guys catch the earlier parts of it because you want to see more of the shenanigans with the boulder shoot and the icicle impaler, feel free. But I've got a couple of things to do so I could be on my way. And then I'll probably be back with the stream of something random later this evening. Either way, thanks as always for tuning in. I sincerely appreciate it. And until next time, as always, have a good one, folks. And Olivia, I know you did get here a bit late. It's completely okay because all the streams are archived and they'll be up on the channel within an hour or two. So you'll be able to catch it then. But